is this true? Is this a Chinese tradition? I've heard that women they can like put period blood into like a broth and feed it to their man to cast a spell on him. And it's called
it's in Thailand it's very common.
What's it called? Is there a name for it? Like ching ching, something called
I forgot it.
I
forgot what it is, but I know people do that. But I don't think it is working.
Okay.
I think like you just have to capture two things: their dick and their stomach. Be an amazing cook and be amazing at blowjob and be amazing. Also, I giggle when I sleep.
What was that again?
I giggle.
Oh, you kegel when you sleep.
Yeah, I can't help. It's just like surviving instincts. You know, like it's very competitive out there. And I'm busy, okay? Hi guys, I'm Jiaoyingsummers. Welcome back to Tiger Milf podcast. Today we have a very special guest. He's known for being handsome, being funny, and he's one of my best friend and one of the very, very brilliant comedian. I'm ready for the very funny Bill Dawes.
Yay, a lot of pressure now. I got to be very
Bill.
funny and I got to be your best friend on this podcast.
Bill, I still remember. Whenever I go to Florida, I remember you.
Why? What about Florida that you remember me?
Well, you know, getting an Asian woman yelling at you because she hates gay people and she's offended by you.
Oh my God, that's right. The Miami Improv.
Yeah, first of all, she's very confused. She was with a black guy, which means that she could be okay with minority and gay and people, but no.
You'd think.
You were wearing a thong. You were showing your butt cheek with a red thong. So she was mad at you for being gay.
First of all, for the record, I'm not gay. Not that there's anything wrong with it.
It's a gay pride month, though. I don't know. Yeah. Maybe you were in my closet.
I'm gay adjacent. I'm a theater guy.
Mm-hmm.
But
you are a theater kid.
Yeah, it's
You'd
true.
You'd be fucking Taylor Swift if you were not in comedy. If you were in music, you'd be fucking her.
Look, I like Taylor. I think I'm becoming an official Swiftie.
Well, you have 2 daughters, so you can't really help.
Yeah, I do have 2 daughters. Well, we're all getting it out there right now. But what happened in Miami was Mario.
He's gay.
He's not gay. He might be gay Jason too, but he was doing he front loaded a lot of gay shit. And then I went up, I did a lot of gay shit. And then
but you showed your cheeks though.
And I have this old bit that's where I talk about being turned gay at a gym where a guy's staring at you and you kind of get like, stop it. And I flip my shirt and I pull out my thong. Mm-hmm. But this woman was heckling me the whole time. She's like, we don't want that gay shit here. And I said, please let me finish the joke. And she kept going. And I said, look, the way that jokes work is you build up tension and then you release it kind of like an orgasm, which you probably never had before. And then she called the cops for like defamation of never having an orgasm.
She's the most famous whore in Miami and you defamed her by she's never came before.
You know, they always say that like when you throw a rock, the dog gets hit, screams the loudest or whatever. So the fact that I said
that you know the Chinese say that if you throw a pork bun at the dog will never come back.
So I think that was the idea that like obviously there's something going on with her sexual shit because if I said you don't come and she's like, well, I'm calling the cops, that's a real trigger.
That is exactly when she called the cops when you said that
and
maybe you never come
showed up.
Yeah.
And I was like, have you ever had this happen? We should record that whole thing. It would have been fucking awesome.
Was it recorded?
Recorded some of it, but we should have gotten the whole thing. It was great.
We should post it too.
And I went out to the cops when she was there and I was like, what's the story? I was like, well, apparently she said that you were defaming her. I'm like, I don't think that's a legal thing in comedy.
How can you defame her for like maybe you said maybe you never came before. You didn't say like for sure.
Yeah, exactly.
That was pretty crazy.
Yeah. But thank you for that experience. It was fun.
That was so fun. Yeah. I got sunburned, remember?
You did?
Like I was a lobster. I mean, I think I was reacting to my ex-husband's toxic energy because we were going through this nasty divorce, but I was literally sunburned.
Oh, that was in the middle of the divorce.
Yeah, I was really sunburned. And then
you're pretty good at hiding it. You're pretty good at not letting people because a lot of American women are just like and crying and fucking
I was. But CJ slept with me in my same room and she put a tampon in for me.
She put a okay, hold on, let's back up. So CJ put a tampon into your
vagina. Yeah.
Your vagina.
Why? She took off the thing. She goes, and she put it in.
Why did she do that?
Well, I told her that I don't know how to do it. I lied to her.
You wanted to have like a kind of lesbian experience without having a lesbian experience.
And if I'm gonna be doing something lesbian, I mean, she's the hottest shit I've ever got closer to. So I'm like, CJ. She goes, oh, I can help. we're good friends, aren't we? I said, we
So
are.
you literally pretended like you didn't know how to put a tampon.
Yeah,
so
I
that
said, how
CJ
can I do that? How come I've never had one in
and
China?
you just
'cause-
sat there and spread your legs.
No,
and
I
you're like,
stood there pretending to be shy. I'm like, in China, we don't use tampon. We only have paddings. She goes, really? I can help you,
God.
poor Chinese children. I said, they are very poor. I made all the tampons. I never used one. She goes, let me help. So she literally blow the cover and she get on her knees. She goes, I'm here.
and she put it. This is a true story. I
No,
can't tell if this is true.
she
This is a
stick
joke.
it close. I'm like, I can do it. Like, I didn't want to go to completely lesbian. You
And
know,
then what happened after that? Go on.
Well, we slept in the same bed. It was never the same. You know, it was just it was kind of. But I remember that after that we were supposed to go to. It was Naples. When we go to Miami, and Mario said there's an amazing hotel that when we went there, the toilet wasn't working. So just like, Jiaoying, we are leaving now. I'm paying for a room for us
Yeah.
in a different hotel. So she paid for the room. And
Oh,
actually,
okay.
I mean,
But you don't. You said you stopped working with her after that.
No, we didn't have sex. Unfortunately, we did not. But I work with CJ.
Yeah.
Asking for her tips of beauty and stuff.
Yeah.
I love her. She's
Is she
she's a
still
good
doing
one.
comedy? Because I think I
I-
asked her and
I
she
don't
said she was
think,
kind of taking a break. Yeah.
I think she's taking a break.
Yeah.
She has been.
I get it. I
But
get
she's
taking a
engaged.
break.
She got a she
Oh,
was
she got
busy
engaged.
getting a ring on her finger.
Oh.
And it's a real heavy ring. So I
Yeah.
mean, she got heavy titties.
I can't imagine CJ being married to like a poor guy.
She wouldn't be able to handle that. She
Yeah.
allergic to poor. She had like a
Yeah.
she had.
That's why she sneezed whenever I came around. Yeah.
Now I see why.
She got a runny nose.
I
I'm
saw it's
like,
me giving her COVID. I guess she didn't like us.
oh my God. Being rich would be fun. Anyway, so yeah, that was fun. And that was the last time we ever went on the road together.
I think so. I think that was the
We did
last time.
Covina,
Covina was fun.
but I would do more road gigs with you.
Yeah, we have road gig. I am doing the most crazy shit I've ever done in my whole life.
Why?
Because I have this major podcast. I need to be in LA on Wednesday, but that's my Buffalo date. So I'm moving Buffalo to Thursday.
What podcast? You can't say.
I can't say right now, but I'll
Joe
say it
Rogan.
after this.
Okay.
It's huge. It's huge. So I decided to go to Philly tomorrow, come back to LA on Wednesday, and go to Buffalo on Thursday, and go to San Diego on Friday, Saturday, and go back
Wow.
to Stamford, New York, Stamford, Connecticut on Sunday.
Wow.
When I go from New York to San Sacramento on Friday, Saturday, right? It was Naples and it was Napa Valley and Sacramento.
Now, are you getting tired of traveling so much? Is that like weighing on you, or you like it?
But I can look at my children's face and be like, I'm going there to make money while
Yes.
leaving them without feeling
Yes.
guilty.
Yes.
So I like that because I don't want to be around them all day. I mean,
Of
come
course.
on, they talk.
Yeah.
You can't hate them here in America. People,
You can just have to do it in the backyard, not the front yard.
yeah, but like I have like weird guys. My neighbor, he's like a Chinese guy peeking in to see what's going on in the house and stuff.
But the Chinese person's not going to report you for abusing your child. They're just going to
That's
encourage
right.
it, right?
But we have half Korean next door, so they may be polluted by white and trying to sue me for beating children.
And you have your mom helping you out, and who's the other woman here helping you out?
She's my maid. She's a full-time lady who come here and cook, clean, and take the kids to school.
Yeah.
And basically, she try to whenever I have a guy who's poor coming to my house, and she just like, don't date him. That's why you are single. You're old. She goes, you old. You're 34. You are turning 50. I said, what? She goes, after 34, you snatch. You go 50. So you have to drink
Wow.
ginseng chicken soup. And,
Wait, ginseng chicken soup?
Yes.
So that way you go from 34 to 35. You don't go from 34 to 50.
Yeah, and
Okay.
then she said that we have to steam your vagina and make it tighter, but you can't afford
Hold on.
pork.
I need to know some of these Chinese ancient secrets.
Uh-huh.
So ancient Chinese secrets. So you have to steam your vagina?
We just buy a big package of Eastern medicine, 3 different kind of herbs, and then my mom's gonna steam it and put it right here. I'll sit here like this and steam my vagina
Mhm.
so I can have tighter, which is possible, not
Steam.
even possible.
I've never. I cannot tell if you're fucking with me. You really can steam a vagina to
Yeah,
make
you
it
steam
tighter.
your vagina. You have the good herbs go inside your uterus to cleanse all of the leftover human remains and the and the poor demons.
What herbs are these?
They have
I'm gonna go with ginseng.
当归 这个 it's a lot. I can't when I say it. I say 这个那个 means that, you
Yeah.
know. 哪个 means which. No, let's just stop this. This is not gonna not gonna. You are
Every
not,
guy wants to know how you make a tighter vagina.
you are not Godfrey. I can't say the Chinese N word, but it's not N word. It means that and which.
Oh, got it.
It sounds like it. Yeah. So my maid is very concerned about her, and she's a Chinese maid, so she is very very abusive, and she thinks she's. So I was trying on a dress. She goes, "You look like meat puking out from the sausage cover."
Oh my
I said, "That's
God.
not. That's rude." I said, "Mom, she called me a meat puking out from the sausage." Like, that's what you paid for her. Honesty.
I mean, that's why. Look, I want for my daughter, my 3-year-old. I want to get a Chinese nanny because I love my 3-year-old to death, obviously. But it wouldn't be bad if someone beat a little bit of snot out of her. You know what I mean?
Because she's so pretty and she didn't understand life is hard.
She's so no. My 3-year-old is literally like, I don't like this apple juice. I want Martinelli's. I'm like, bitch, you're 3. You drink what you get. She likes prosciutto with melon.
My daughter is not okay. Do you know what she did? She went to Adam Hunter's house and she met Adam Hunter's beautiful daughter,
Violet,
who's like just literally 2.5 years older than her.
Yeah.
And she went to Violet's playhouse. She robbed her jewelry box. I think that my daughter is still all Britney Spears jewelry too. And she got the beautiful necklace, all of the wand.
Oh.
What did she get, Dustin?
A wand, a heart necklace, stickers,
Rings. And the bracelet.
That's a great scam. Bring your adorable daughter into rich people's houses and just have them fucking completely rob the place.
So Violet was crying, like, my necklace, my stuff. Then I took it from Margot. She's screaming, crying. And Violet is searching around. Like, what are you doing? She goes, I'm going to find my favorite necklace and give to Margot because I feel bad. She's crying harder than me. I'm like, she's scamming you. And then she got everything. And she Violet said, can I have a hug? She goes, go away. Literally, right? Violet was hugging her. She was like, don't touch me.
Oh, wow.
I'm like, be grateful, bitch.
Yeah.
Like, you are, I don't know.
Where did she put the stuff that she took?
She's carrying it all the time, right? She just wear it and she wears it to sleep.
Oh, so she hasn't given it back. Good to
No,
know.
she took it. Violet said, you can have it, but can I have a hug? She's like, no. I don't know. It's not good. They are very snotty little kid, and I don't know what to say. I mean,
well, you got your Chinese nanny to like do a little.
Yeah. My nanny is like, Winston is not my favorite. You are no longer my favorite.
Oh.
She started crying. Like, you don't look pretty when you cry. You have no eyes. You look Korean now.
Yeah, I mean that's a big question as a parent. Like, you want to love and cherish your child, but you also if you coddle them too much, they become what this Gen Z generation is.
Yeah,
they
you can't do that.
They're camping out at UCLA and being pro Hamas. You can't let that happen. You got to beat them a little bit.
Yeah, you have to, because they have to understand what's like. I feel like my daughter has to understand if you get fat, you can't complain that the inequality in gender. Because if you are fat, you are not gonna get what women can get.
Oh my God!
And you're already gonna, I'm just like, if you are unattractive, you can't complain.
Yeah.
If you are attractive, you still have to work hard.
Yes.
I mean, like being woman, beauty is your power. It's like a weapon. If you can have a knife, samurai sword, use it. Don't turn it into a fucking.
Yes. I don't care what people say about woke shit and ideology, whatever. The biggest privilege you can have is hot privilege. There's nothing better than hot privilege.
Yeah, being hot.
Yeah.
I'm like, be beautiful. It's work. Just look good.
Yeah.
It's like the Olympics. You have to not eat shit food. Have good standard.
Yeah.
Also be a good person. Be kind and nice and sweet.
And I've never had hot privilege.
You had a hot privilege.
No, because I'm like, as Russell Peters once said, I'm like the hot ugly guy or the ugly hot guy. I'm not just the hot guy. You know what I mean? So being like the ugly hot guy or the hot ugly guy, I've been close. I've seen how I can be adjacent to like the privilege it gets. But when you see people really hot, it's just like, I mean, I think you're in that category.
Yeah, but as a comedian, people think I have something wrong with me. They think I have a sideways pussy, which I do. They just think there's something different. It's like, no, there's no way you can be attractive and crazy, stupid.
Well,
funny.
we're not doing this because we're normal. We're not doing this because we went through life and we're the
people
most
look at my
popular
face and
kids.
be like, there's a lot of work you did. You are a transgender woman.
People think you're trans. No, they don't.
I think they do, because I look like a Thai, because I'm dark. I look like a Thai lady boy because they are gorgeous. Those lady boys are prettier than most people.
I was in the Philippines, and I remember we had our handler there, and I was like, "Hey, get that girl to come to our show." And he was like, "You sure?" I was like, "Yeah, man." And he was like, "Okay, she's gonna come to the show." He goes, "But that's a lady boy." And I was like, "Eh?" I had no clue. I could not tell the difference.
They are way too pretty. I mean, they already look skinny and.
And they're so shorter and great skin. Yeah.
Yeah, people think
So after I fucked her, here's what's weird. No, I haven't. But you know what? Why not?
Why not? I
Would
don't know. Yeah, I don't think I have a hot privilege though. I just don't think so. I think
and there's tall privilege too.
I'm short.
Yeah, tall, hot. If you're tall and hot, you can get. I mean, there's a comic. I'm not going to name his name. We both know him. He's tall and he's hot. He's dumb as a bag of fucking hammers. But when he talks, people go, "Tell me more," and it's always jarring because I'm like, this guy's a fucking idiot. His favorite movie is a Pixar film.
Ew.
Anyway,
Pixar film, like the Pixar is the Japanese porn.
No, Pixar's a cartoon.
Oh. I don't like tall people. I don't think
Really?
it's fair because I'm not tall. I wish I can be taller. If I'm taller,
But you want a tall man, probably, right?
I already had one, so I already have children now. So if you're short,
How
now,
tall is your ex-husband?
how old is he?
How tall?
He's very tall for Chinese. He's 6'1" for a Chinese
Yeah,
guy,
that's
which is
tall.
like the tallest man other than Yao Ming in China.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got to get him.
Yeah.
So like my children are gonna be tall,
Yeah.
like very tall, and he's very smart too. My ex, he's only homophobic, racist, and but
And
other
maybe a
than that,
sociopath. but
yeah,
other
he's a
than that-
sociopath. He
Yeah.
likes to ruin your life, but he's also like really talented, brilliant. He's like
Yeah.
the youngest person ever graduated from this fancy school in China. He's like the first person ever did this and that. Anyways, so
There's some really talented sociopaths out
yeah,
there.
yeah, I know. So
You know
my
what I mean?
kids are gonna be gorgeous. So now a man, if I get a man, I don't need you to be tall. I want you to be good, and I don't need the children from you anymore. I won't trap you because
Yeah.
like a lot of women like they're
You don't want any more
desperate.
kids.
If the time is right, I want have one more
Really?
because I ruined my uterus from not doing my 月子. You know, the months, basically you have to stay in your house for a month after the baby. The Chinese, the month.
Wait, hold on. Back up a little bit. You ruined your uterus because you did what?
I did not take a break after I have the children.
Oh, you had them
I
back to
didn't-
back.
I didn't do, no. I had the first one and then like a year later I had the second one, but that's not a problem. The problem is like after you have a baby in Chinese culture, you take 1 month off, you don't get off the bed, you sit in bed, people give you all kind of nutritious food and like you don't walk around.
You just stay in
it's-
bed for a month?
You can walk around in the house, but you don't come out of the house. So you can
Oh, wow.
you can repair your uterus and your chi,
Interest-
like your
your chi.
like your chi has been ruined by giving birth to the other children because you divide
Yeah.
your chi in half. So you are rebuilding your chi. Like when you are a monster, you devour something, you stay in the cave to like rebuild
Interesting.
it. If somebody bite you, you stay in the cave to rebuild everything. So I didn't do that. And the second baby, I did not do that either. So now I can feel I was not as strong as I used to be. Like normally I was literally like I'm like a steel, made of steel. I don't
Yeah.
get sick ever. The first time I got sick is after my second baby. So I'm trying to like the only like the illness you get during after the babies can only be repaired after you have another baby, and I can take that chance after I give birth to the third baby. I can take the opportunity to recover everything, to get all the nutrition I need, and also I'm gonna wear the corset because they can take my waist back to like a 00.
Just wearing a corset after you do
After
that.
baby, because your bones loose, like your bones like all over the place.
Uh-huh.
You step back. Now it's hard to do it, but after you have a baby, I think your bones are still movable because when you have a baby, it's like you open up.
Yeah.
You can just snap back in. So I can like rebuild my body to when I was my golden age.
I know some mothers who gained like, 60, 70 pounds, and then they took the friggin' Manjaro Ozempic, and they were like sticks now.
Yeah, but I think Ozempic is just like dangerous though. I
Of
feel
course
like
it's dangerous.
if you are fat, you have to pay the due. You have to go to the gym and don't eat and starve yourself. If you are
Yeah.
like 100 pounds overweight, you cannot eat for 3 months. Your fat can feed you. You won't
Yeah,
die.
that's true. That's
you
true.
won't die. Your fat is going to keep you alive.
I think about that all the time when I want to lose weight. I'm like, look, Bill, you got a belly. It'll feed you. You don't have to eat that fucking burger. But then I eat it anyway.
Yeah.
It's hard to get through. It's hard to get through that point.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I
takes real
understand. But
willpower.
I'm also like very savage. Now, if I get really fat, I'll be like, no, you don't deserve to lose weight the easy way. You need to like not eat, starve yourself.
There's a lot of crazy
Hunger
Chinese
is good for
cultures.
you. Hunger is good for you.
I kind of agree. I kind of agree.
And also like eating, Confucius always say, Buddha say like you have to always be less than 70% full. Because if you're 100% full, your brain is always digesting. You make wrong decisions like
100%.
let ugly like Monica Lewinsky suck your dick. Like
Yeah, exactly.
yeah, she's not hot enough to suck your dick.
Yeah.
He ate 2 burgers. Bill Clinton's like his brain's not working.
That's very American. It's like you eat till you're full.
Yeah, you can't do it. You have to eat it and you are 70% full.
70%. That's
so your
very
brain
smart.
function well. your body, like because we are not what we used to be. We used to hunt food. We used to run around and pick berries from the fucking places.
Yeah, we're always starving.
Yeah, and then we run around. Now we just sit there, eat things that's over salted, like have all the sodiums and don't do shit.
Yes.
With the MSG from China. Ew, that is the worst thing ever. Like MSG is not good for you. Ozempics, like if you are fat, you don't deserve to be skinny with Ozempics, all those pills. You need to lose weight the normal way.
Yeah, I mean, I agree, but man,
people
nothing's going to stop
skinny.
it.
Yeah.
People.
But when they lose all the weight, they're like, I'm still ugly. I need a nose job. I change because you can't just get hot because you are skinny.
I know.
You know, ugly is ugly.
You can't get Ozempic for your face, for your bone structure. I've heard there's some crazy. Is this true? Is this a Chinese tradition? I've heard that women they can like put period blood into like a broth and feed it to their man to cast a spell on him, and it's called
it's in Thailand. It's very common.
What's it called? Is there a name for it? Like ching ching, something called
I forgot it. I
racist,
forgot what it is,
no.
but I know people do that. But I don't think it is working.
Okay.
I think like you just have to capture two things: their dick and their stomach. Be an amazing cook and be amazing at blowjob and be amazing. Also, I giggle when I sleep.
What was that again?
I giggle.
Oh, you giggle when you sleep.
Yeah, I can't help. It's just like surviving instincts. You know, like it's very competitive out there, and I'm busy. Okay,
But how are people going to know about your Kegel abilities until they're like fucking you?
Exactly.
You can't have a shirt like I Kegel every day.
Yeah, but like when I fuck them, they'd be like, "Oh, that will be the best."
But that's a whole process. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but it's okay because when I want to snatch a dick, I can always make sure that the dick is always gonna remember me. You know, and if I have a husband, he's gonna stay.
Yeah.
Not for my temper, but for my pussy. I
But
Kegel.
that could be a double-edged sword because you can get a guy, you can Kegel him, and then you're like, great, I got this guy, and then he's a fucking sociopath. And then now he's obsessed with you because you're Kegels.
Yes, I know. That was the problem with my marriage.
You got to be careful with those Kegels.
Yeah, I need to give the Kegel to the guy who deserves the Kegel.
Yeah, maybe the first time don't Kegel too much. The first time just fucking...
But also I sleep when I Kegel, so it's very tight. Because it's like my muscles.
What do you mean
this.
you Kegel when you sleep? Like it says snoring, you're like...
Yeah.
You like queef, you Kegel queef when you sleep?
I don't queef. My pussy's too tight to have sound. But I Kegel when I sleep. I'm seriously, I was told that it's
CJ Franco told you that?
Yeah. That's why she has the hickeys on her bed cheek.
Kegel when you... Men Kegel, I Kegel too.
Yeah, because it's very competitive. You know, I'm already not tall. I'm a comedian. That's half of my beauty. You know, like I had to do what I'm 34. I expired in the term of China standard and Leonardo DiCaprio. Like I need to do whatever I can to climb a dick, you know.
So are you single now?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm single now, and
so that dick trapping skill apparently isn't. Is it?
No, they don't stay because
you don't like them because you're picky at the end of the day.
I'm picky, but also I talk. And that's they can't mute me because that's my money maker.
They want your pussy to talk. They don't want your mouth to talk.
Yeah, that's my money maker. That's how I make a living, so I can't stop talking.
Yeah.
So that's my problem.
Oh yeah, because I'm sure I've never really dated a comic before, but I imagine that must be hard for men to be.
It's very
with
hard.
a woman with opinions, you know.
Yeah.
Anyway,
that's very unattractive. I would never like. That's why I can't.
You'd have to be with, but the good thing is, like, the man that would be with you is going to be a great man.
He
as
won't
a comic, you know what I mean?
It won't happen.
Yeah, it will happen. Of
course.
But
I will have a question for you. So I was thinking I would never be a lesbian because I can't control a woman. Like I feel guilty when I try to, you know, mind fuck a woman because that's how I control men. You know, make sure they feel insecure and they stay. Yeah. I can't tell a woman you're fat and ugly. That's what they tell me. But I know it's gonna work, but I just don't want to say it to her because I'm a feminist. You know,
because you're a feminist. Okay.
I don't want her to.
You can't be a lesbian because you're a feminist.
Exactly.
That actually makes a lot of sense
because
in a weird way.
It's upper hand.
Yeah.
You know, I can't control a woman because you have to use to make them insecure. I can't be like, oh, this dress is looking tighter on you. I don't know why. Actually, your leg is actually shorter than I think.
You sure? Okay.
I don't want her to go through what I'm going through. You know, I just feel like I can't do that. But for men, you know, you can do whatever fuck to them as long as you give them a good BJ. They're happy because they're like dogs. They don't remember things that you know. They just don't.
Interesting. So when you insult a man, it just rolls off their back like because they're dogs.
When you suck their dick, well, they don't remember shit.
They're like, you're a piece of shit and you're fat. What? Never mind.
Yeah.
Interesting. Okay.
So when did your daughter came out? Your older daughter.
When did she come out of the vagina?
No,
when did she come out of the closet?
The closet.
she can't. Well, it's weird because I had a suspicion. I was reckoning that she was gay for a while because she first of all, she's 5'9", she's beautiful, she's slim, she's built like a friggin' supermodel, but then she wears like she's in a Nirvana fucking cover band. And so I was like, and she just kind of walk around and slump over. So I knew there was something a little bit like she wasn't.
Did you beat her up and let her do ballet? So she can be like backup?
Look, I was
slouching. My mom hit me with like a the thing you put the shoe thing, like you stick the shoe
the shoe
shovel. Yeah, she hit me with that because I was slouching. I think she beat the gay out of me.
Yeah, I would try to like just pull. Anyway, she's and she just never was into. And I'd ask her, I would say, should I say whatever? I say, Olivia, if you're
a beautiful name.
Gay, yeah, she's beautiful. My daughter's amazing.
Dawes.
She's amazing. And I'm really trying to understand what's going on with her communist fucking brain. Anyway, so I say, if you're gay, I go, I don't care. It's fine. Like you can be, I love you no matter what. It
can't be worse than a comedian.
Yeah, exactly. There's so many other things you could be. And she just wouldn't tell me. And then one time I was on her Instagram and there was a picture of her with a woman, this really cute, attractive, like Dominican girl. And they were just like the way that their faces were. I was like, she is fucking this girl. I just knew it. So I called her and I said, Olivia, I know you're fucking this girl. Why don't you just tell me? And she was like, I know, I'm scared. It made me feel bad because it made me think that she saw me as a dad who wouldn't accept her for being gay. So I disowned her. And no, I don't have anything to own. But I felt really bad about that because I told her, I was like, I like that you're gay. Like when you're a straight girl, like the amount of, first of all, men are fucking awful. They're just the amount of women I know that have been assaulted and raped and manipulated by these gross fucking sociopathic men, including comics. It's just uncanny. So I don't mind that she's gay because I think that there's less sociopathic women than there are sociopathic men. As a matter of fact, I think that boys, and maybe you can back me up on this, I think that boys are born psychopaths. And society has to mold them to become decent human beings. You have to tell them like, hey, if you're a good person, you get to go to heaven and eat all the cookies you want. If you go to hell, there's the bad dinosaurs. And kids are like, oh, I don't want bad dinosaurs. And so they learn how to behave. Because when I'm at the park with my princess, my little 3-year-old daughter, these 4-year-olds look at her and kick dirt at her and fucking just want to hit her. And I'm like, and the little girls are like, hey, you want to play with us? You want to share toys? You want to be our friend? It's incredible. Girls are amazing.
All the boys need a Chinese mom.
And boys are awful. And I think that boys are born evil and girls are born perfect. But then something happens to you bitches. Probably you meet a sociopathic man and then you get fucked in the head. And then it's like the circle of life. And you just continue it over and it's like a fucking loop and they can't stop it. But I feel like bad boys are born, bad girls are made. That's my feeling. Because my daughter is perfect.
You're a perfect girl dad.
I'm going to have to kill somebody at some point.
Well, like they are your everything, your kids is your everything. But I think the bad boys need a Chinese mom.
Yeah,
like I tell my son, I'm like, Winston, don't cry. You don't have any right to cry. Those kids, they have father.
Yeah,
you don't have a dad. So if you cry, you are weaker. You already don't have the mountain backing you. You're gonna cry on top of that. No, you have to act tough. So are
you getting him into martial arts?
Yeah, he's doing martial arts. You can cry in front of me, Winston. Yeah. Never ever cry in front of those bitches. You can cry like a little bitch in front of me. I'm okay. It's okay. Yeah. You can cry in front of me. You can always cry in private, but never ever cry in front of this guy because he had a little boy pushed him and punched him on the face. He has like a bruise. He's like he punched me and I don't want to hit him because I don't want him to get hurt. I said no. I said you fuck him up, Winston. You punch the shit out of this boy. But he'll be crying. I said let him cry. So the next time he got beaten, he beat this boy up and nobody beat him anymore. I said, just don't let him hit you. Yeah. Don't hit anybody.
I know.
Never allow anybody to hit you.
It's awful, but I do think it's something you got. I'm going to get my daughter into jiu-jitsu just because too many stories about women I know that get assaulted. It's just, I see it all the time. The amount of producers and directors and pieces of fucking human debris out here in Hollywood.
Oh yeah, it's disgusting. I mean, I have experiences with
of course.
Going to their house for a fucking callback.
And they come out in a robe.
Yeah, he come out. Oh, how did you know? Do you know
Because I hear that story all the time.
Do you know him?
No, I hear that story.
I'll tell you his name later.
Really? Okay.
Yeah. And he literally come out. He's also fat and disgusting.
Of course he is.
Yeah, he's also bald. Sorry.
But that's also, and I think like Bill Burr said this, I think that's part of the thing. part of it is like they want to be fat and disgusting. It gives them more like, look at it. I can fucking eat all the pizza and be slimy and sweaty, and you're still going to blow me because I have power.
So I was sitting there and he took his pants off. He's like, suck it. I can't see it.
That's a true story?
Yeah, and I left. He said, you don't deserve to be on that movie because you are not Zhang Ziyi, because she would suck it. I'm like, well, I can speak English. She can't. Bye.
Oh, God. And you know what the shitty thing is?
And he would tell me, you never be blah, blah, blah. Like the movie star, you think he's amazing. Then you're like, oh, she was sucking this? No.
Yeah. It's pretty crazy. Because, look, the Me Too movement, and obviously I think most men are kind of like for it, and it's great that women can. But the truth is, there are a lot of women out there who are sucking Harvey Weinstein's dick. And a lot of women
I have girls I've seen, like, literally flirting with one of the guy who is Me Too, who is a huge producer. They literally are dying to get his number. They were literally massaging his, like, it was in public. Those girls, I'm not naming names, but I know who they are. Of course. They are actually pretty well to do back then. It's just awful to see. They would die for him to fuck them and put them in a movie. Because
they want to be famous. First of all, you get in the movie, you won't be famous. First of all. And also, if you are famous, then what? You sucked dick to become famous. Then what? Then what do you look at the mirror? You look at like a fun, famous person? You look at a fucking cheap, dirty whore who's prostituted herself for no good.
Yeah, and you have to keep going with the next person.
Yeah.
Yeah, and most time, like, you suck the dick, you still don't get the role. That's the majority of the case. Of course,
because once you suck the dick, like, why do I need to give you the job now?
It's also like a business, though. Like, they always are going to book the actress who's more bankable.
What's so fucked up is the fact that hasn't changed.
No, it hasn't changed.
The business model in Hollywood has not changed, because I've known so many women who's, after the whole, Me Too reckoning and shit, women who were like, oh, I went to this producer and he came out in a row, but this producer said, if you do this, but they do it now. I think they're more subtle about it now. They're like, hey, let's just hang out. And they go to like a corner table at Katana Berry Cats, and they sit there and they kind of like, oh, I can help your career. And meanwhile, they don't do anything overt or too creepy, but like, we know what the implicit message is.
Yeah, I can help your career. What can you do? Can you suck my dick?
Oh, God, it makes me so mad. I wish I had a...
That's why I fucked myself to be on the top. I bought my own club and I eat my own pussy. I bent over, I studied yoga, and I policed myself to get on stage.
Yeah, I probably should.
And I post myself.
Should probably delete the name that I just dropped. But anyway, but it just drives me fucking crazy. And you can't even say anything. See, then I'm afraid to say anything. And then if I'm afraid to say anything, then the women are terrified to say something.
Yeah. I
know women who've dated men. This has gotten so serious. Who've dated men for just a few weeks, and then the man got mad and raped them. And they were just like, I cannot do anything about it. I can't go to the cops. I can't go to the press. I can't do anything because people are going to be like, well, you were dating him.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
And it just bums me out because, and obviously having two daughters, I'm more, and my, not to, but, my daughter was also assaulted when she was younger. And it's just, and it's something that you kind of aren't really present to, I think, until you're a parent, until you're a dad, until you get older and you see like, and it's just kind of like that moment in Jaws where like the zoom in and the pull back where you're like, holy fuck, this is what's happening. There are people out there who are just demonic and they get away with it, and they will always get away with it. And it drives me And that's why everyone loves movies like Taken and Liam Neeson movies. Like every movie, there's so many Korean thrillers I watch where like some girl gets kidnapped and like they just go and they kill everybody. I get it.
Yeah. I feel like when a guy got me in a corner, locked up, and trying to rape me, you know what I'll do? I'll be like, I want you to suck your dick so good. I'll get on my knees. I'll just stroke it and lick it and suck it, lick the ball. I'll lick the asshole too. I'll go dick and then I just bite the shit off.
Yeah.
When he's not paying, I just bite it off because he's gonna be in shock.
Yeah.
I'm taking the dick, I'm putting my bra, and I'll just start hitting him until I kill him. Then I'm gonna get out.
Yeah.
Like I'll be so calm. I won't be like, oh, don't rape me.
Why aren't more dicks men's being bit off? I feel like more male dicks should be bitten off.
Yeah, because the women are just like they panic when they are in a situation that's panic.
Awful.
Take like that's like I would love to be like you know what, you are hot. I would love to fuck you, but I want to get on my knees and serve you first. Now I'm gonna bite that dick off and take it with me. And I'll do it too.
Yeah.
Yeah, like he's not gonna rape you, and I want you like you don't panic.
Yeah.
I would not panic when things like that happens. But if you are gonna ruin my life, I'll go to prison. You know, you go to jail. Or I go to jail, you go to prison. I mean, you go to...
Would you go to prison
hospital.
for biting a dick off? Could you just say like you had TMJ or you had a
he's raping
spasm?
me off. He's raping me, so I can just like, it's self-defense.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like if somebody's really fucking me, I'll be like, I'm gonna go to jail. You go to
Did Lorena
hospital.
Bobbitt go to jail when she cut off her husband's dick?
I had no idea.
Do you remember that? It's
Yeah.
kind of before your time. But Lorena Bobbitt was it was like the only case I know of a woman who removed a male penis because apparently he was abusive. I don't know.
Yeah, because women are just don't want to hurt others. Like when you see them in the playground, your daughter and little other girls
They don't want to hurt. I always assume I see girls like looking at her. I'm like, oh, they're going to be shitty, and they're like, you want to play with us? Here, have our toy. And I'm like, it's amazing. I think girls are across the board. They just don't want to.
Yeah, I would.
They don't want to kill anyone unless it's a baby. Then they're like John Wick.
I'll just like Margot. So when a guy tries to rape you, you don't scream like a little bitch. No. You got on your knees. You just stroke that dick, lick it, and you bite it off. She has my jaws. She can bite it off. You bite it off, you take it home.
The jaw is the strongest muscle in the body.
Yeah, you take it home, honey. You take it home.
Yeah.
Mommy's gonna cook it for you.
Put it in a jar.
Mommy's gonna pickle it with snakes so you can drink it later.
Oh my God.
Yeah, and that's what you do. You get on your knees and you bite it off.
So if you've learned anything from today's podcast.
Yes, ladies, don't panic.
Yes, just agree to it and then bite the dick off.
Yeah.
Or if you with your super kegels, can't you just kegel it off?
No, I don't want that to go to my pussy because it's personal. Yeah.
Wow, that got
chicken
very
feet.
serious.
I eat a cow's penis, chicken feet. Like
You've eaten a cow's penis before?
Yeah, it's good for your erection. I mean, it can make you hard.
Are you serious? I never can tell with you if this Chinese stuff is real.
Medication is for people with like the Chinese eunuchs in the Munich, like in the eunuchs, like they serve
mucus.
No, Munich, like they are in the palace. They serve the queen.
Oh, a eunuch.
Munich,
Munich, Germany. Yeah, so they cut the balls off.
Yeah, so
they have all Frank no beans.
Yeah, so they can't have sex with the concubines, so they don't destroy the line of blood for the emperor. Yeah, but they still like want to, when they retire from serving, they go home. They have a lot of money. They want to marry a young woman. And they wanted to fuck her, but they can't. So they drink cow's penis.
Well, that's a good question. Can you still fuck without balls?
My dog Panda humps the dinosaur all day with no balls. With my friend,
I think you can still fuck without balls.
I think you can.
I think you can still get the blood flow. You can still fuck.
Yeah, but I don't think it's the same, right?
But when you come, it's air, or you come
like a fart.
Can I hold your dog?
Yeah, he loves you. He wants to be with you. You can take him. Oh, I don't care.
Really?
It's a dog. I mean, it was expensive, but...
What type of dog is it?
He's a Yorkie, purebred Yorkie, but he's a special marking called patty marking.
And by the way, this is... Has this dog been a frequent... This is the littlest dog, I think.
Yeah, he's
full-grown dog.
Fluffy, too. If you shave him, he's like tiny.
Oh, it's very cute. We were talking about rape and assault and how Hollywood's full of trashy people.
Yeah, and you have no balls. Panda.
Oh, Panda. Panda's male?
He's a eunuch, yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah, he loves you, actually. He come here to say hi to you. Oh, my God. Cute. He loves you.
Oh, I'm getting a little dog bukkake.
Dog loves you. Yeah, we're talking about serious conversations. Mm-hmm.
All right, let's talk about comedy.
Yes, Bill. Tell me about comedy. So what you notice the comedy has changed in the recent years?
It's changed. How do you say it's changed because it's more PC or it's more woke or it's more divided in terms of
I think it's just like people with the right connections just blow up so fast.
Yes.
Who has the right algorithm or know somebody from a big network, like used to work there or whatever it is. The next thing you know, they're like the next big thing. I'm like, I thought ugly people are funny, but you are not even.
Well, it's funny because it used to be the type of thing like TV credits could get you headlining gigs.
It used to. Now it's not as...
Now it's like if you have a clip that goes viral on TikTok, then you can get... I've probably almost gotten like more gigs from my How a White Man Says an Edward to a Black Man video than I have from any TV show I've done.
Yeah, you are the person who has so many TV shows under your belt. Things have changed.
It doesn't matter though. No one cares. No one doesn't. No one goes, I want to see the guy from fucking NCIS Hawaii. No one fucking...
How was Hawaii?
Well, I was in Waikiki, Honolulu. Why?
I was there.
Oh yeah, Blue Note. How was that?
Oh, I sold out 2 shows on a Tuesday in 1 week.
Ah, god damn, that's awesome.
That was fucking good, and I had so much fun. And people in Hawaii, they think I'm a celebrity. They're like,
Jiaoying, you are a celebrity.
I didn't know. I'm like, oh my god, I'm not Ali Wang. They're like, no, we know you are Jiaoying Summers. I'm like, tell my mom.
What would you say got you the most famous? What would you say is the thing that got you the most recognition that you've done?
It was me posting random funny videos, then of me doing the name roasting, because the name roasting went viral because whoever had the name was Edward, their friends Edward, they sent to them, because the more people share it, the more viral it is. And then the Uber Karen thing, which we did, was pretty good. And then I remember my comedy clips talking about being Asian, my mom and stuff. That went viral with the Asian community, and the gay community loved me a lot because I'm just really out there. I just talk about it. I think I'm hot for somebody who's old and who's over 35. I mean, I think the gays like me so much that it's shocking. When I was in South Lake,
is that a lot of your, when you go to do clubs, is that a lot of the people
it
in your
shocks
audience?
me. I don't know, because I'm not trying to gay bait. I don't. I also feel guilty when I say some gay jokes. That's not how many people are there at Salt Lake City was gay. Like how many percent?
A third.
Yeah, like a 30%.
Well, Mormons,
40%.
so most of them, yeah. Hey.
And that makes me feel like, oh my god. And then I just
well, same thing with Margaret Cho. She has a massive gay following. Yeah,
gay icon. So the gays like me because they think I'm authentic. That I'm open to say whatever the fuck I feel, and I don't give a fuck about other people. Yeah. And then I think my crowd work that I do. So I realized my friend 3 rows sell out in 3 days always, and they are very expensive.
Because people want to be roasted.
People want to. At
That's
this
an
point,
interesting thing
I can't
too.
even not roast them. Because roasting them is not what I wanted to do. Because I have a 1 hour special I'm gonna shoot, and I just can't be doing my jokes every day. I was thinking if I do crowd work, I don't have to post the same jokes, and it's not gonna burn my materials.
Yeah.
And I started doing it, and then it worked out very well. So now they just want me to do that, which is fine.
Yeah.
Make me feel. I mean, I don't know what really made me very famous, but I guess everything combined. But it's just been a good year. We are selling out shows in August. We are selling out.
You're selling shows already in August. Wow.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
We're going to promote a show in New York. And I was like,
are you doing international? Are you going to Europe and Australia and places like that?
We are doing we just doing Canada this year, but we are doing UK and Australia, Singapore, and New Zealand. Nice. I can sell Singapore literally in 2 days.
Yeah, that's great.
And they have money.
Oh God,
they got
I know.
Money.
I performed in Singapore. Yeah,
they love comedy. They are smart people too. They are so clean there. I hope I'm not too dirty for them.
And if you spit on the sidewalk, they put you in prison for 15 years.
Yes, they should. Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty intense.
He's here now.
Any amazing, beautiful, utopic society is going to have an underground of people just on treadmills making the city turn.
Yeah.
It's pretty intense.
The Filipinos is cleaning in Singapore right now, and the Thai people and dark Chinese like me.
You're a dark Chinese?
I guess did I get very tan in Naples? I went to the beach.
Is that a thing? Dark Chinese? You're a dark Chinese?
I'm a dark Chinese, and people just my mom slapped somebody in a clothing store in Hong Kong. So we were trying on clothes, and I came out. I think I went to Florida and I got tanned. I came out. The shop owner, she's a Hong Kong lady. She goes, "Oh, is your friend Filipina?" My mom went to that lady and be like, "How dare you insult my daughter like that? She's not Filipina."
Wow, interesting.
I'm like, "Mom, in America, Filipina is harder than Chinese. They are all the beauty queens." No, she's not dark. Because all the Filipinas are made in Hong Kong.
Yeah, because being pale is a sign of being upper class.
Yeah, because means you don't work at the farm.
It means you sit in your fucking bed all day.
Yeah. So it's hilarious. The beauty standard is so fucking different.
Yeah, in America, if you're pale, people are like, ugh.
Yeah, and because you can know people in the world love Filipina because they are all the beauty queens. Nobody have Miss Hong Kong as Miss World because nobody wants Miss Dim Sum to be Miss World.
All right, good to know.
Yeah. Dustin, how long have we been doing?
44 minutes.
We are good because I wanted to ask Mr. Bill Dawes some questions about what he thinks. What do you think is right now going on in our world right now? We have Trump and Biden, and Trump is just a convicted felon, and Biden is. Did you see Adam Hunter's new joke he just posted?
Who?
Adam Hunter.
No, what is it?
We have 2 presidents. One president is completing a sentence, and another one cannot complete one sentence.
That's pretty good.
That's good.
He's a good writer. I love Adam. You know what? I don't like Trump. I don't like him. He's not good. He's not good. I think
I
he's.
like your Trump impression though.
I don't like.
Why don't you do more?
Huh? Impressions?
Trump impression.
I do a little, not much, just some, a little. I don't know. I've never, because so many people do it so well. I'm like, I don't fucking want to fuck with it. But I never liked Trump, never wanted to vote for him. But now I kind of do. Now I kind of want, I almost want Trump to win just to see what would happen, which is what I thought.
Because you get the materials from it.
Also, I just, maybe it's because I have a daughter. I just don't want, my daughter likes dinosaurs. So I don't want her third grade fat lesbian teacher from Wesleyan to tell her chop off thigh meat and turn it into a fucking dick just because she likes the T-Rex.
Mm-hmm. And also, what is the woke shit going so far? Do you see it?
Oh, of course I do. There's a thing being bandied around Hollywood called Survive Till 25. Because basically what happened is all the slates of movies this year they're all based on this idea of we gotta go woke and we gotta the DEI, we gotta be diverse, we gotta include everybody. That was the mandate, which I think is a good idea, and I think everyone's heart was in the right place. But now they've slated these movies for the next year, and everything, like ducks in a row, are just fucking bombing. Everything where every woman comes out is like, I'm like the new Mad Max movie, Furiosa.
Mm-hmm. I didn't see it.
People would rather see racist Mel Gibson screaming about Jews be the lead of that movie.
I watched the Apes movie. That's not what the movie we watched?
Oh yeah, the Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes.
Yeah, it was great.
I heard it was good.
Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes.
But a lot of these, and it did okay. But a lot of these movies where they're just trying to posit this like strong female lead, which is great, but they're doing it so much because that's what the mandate was from 2 years ago. So everything coming out, everyone already knows it's all going to fucking eat a dick.
Mm-hmm.
The new Snow White, all these movies are just going to fucking tank.
Who's playing Snow White?
Rachel Zegler.
Who is she?
She's like Dominican. She's a Dominican Snow White, which is, fine. She can be a Dominican. She's Snow White. She's Snow Puerto Rican. She's Snow Dominican.
Sand. She's Snow shea butter.
Yeah. And look, like I said, I think everyone's heart is in the right place.
Why is Snow White?
But at the end of the day, there's just a lot of white men on the planet who still go.
Snow White has skin whiter than snow.
That you'd think, right?
She's white. I don't want anybody play a African princess who's white.
I agree.
I don't want anybody play Snow White that has skin whiter than snow.
Yes.
That is tanned.
Yes, but you realize that just
wait. Did they spray white her? Did they just paint her white?
If you're
No, I don't think it's okay.
Just if you think anything white is good, you're now bad.
I don't.
White people are bad. The color white is bad. If you say I like the color white, then you might as well have a funny mustache and a comb over.
I like to wear white pants on my period, so I can paint the
You're
Japanese
basically Hitler
flag.
if you like wear pants. Yeah. So it's just
I just don't think it makes sense because if Snow White has skin whiter than snow, she should have skin whiter than snow. I want albino Dominican to play Snow White.
Yeah.
Like she's just whiter. It's not that she's more beautiful. She's just white. Like Juliet is the dynamic. She's just so powerful, overpowering him. It doesn't look like he has no emotion because he's not attracted to her.
Yeah.
They don't look like they have to have a screen chemistry.
Yeah.
Like
I haven't seen there's trailers out for this movie.
No, it's a theater in London, and people are calling awful. People are being racist, attacking her, and it's not fair for this poor
that's
girl.
Not fair. That's not fair. There are a lot of potential school shooters who are making this narrative happen.
If somebody cast me as Snow White, I would be like, I don't think I want to play that.
Yeah. I
would have the fucking guts to say it. But for those girls, like, oh yes, I am a Julia. I'm like, no, you look like a Julia's Taekwondo teacher. Like you don't.
Yes, there's a whole myth of the modern audience.
You're also beautiful too, but you're a different kind of beauty. You're strength. You're powerful. She's just tender 14-year little girl who's stupid.
Yeah. There's this myth that there's a modern audience, that this modern audience wants to see everything that's sort of antithetical to what we've been seeing for the past 50, 60 years in movie and TV. And I think there's some truth to that, but there's still just a lot of fucking like dudes who wear fucking Black Sabbath t-shirts who live in their mom's basement playing video games and they just want to be represented. Like white people, white boys, they still want to see white guys being action heroes. They don't want everything to be racial. They don't want everything to be, so I think it's a scale. I think there are some shitty racist men out there who are like, hey, keep everything white. And then some people there who are just like, they like good movies and they don't want to be,
I just want
I don't want to
chemistry.
watch another supermodel who's 100 pounds beating up 50 fucking giant Russians. Fuck that.
No,
it
that's
doesn't make
stupid.
sense.
Yeah. I don't want things that there's an agenda behind it. Like they cast a big, strong,
The message.
like a black girl play Julia and like a little whiny little white gay boy to play Romeo. He can't pick her up. There's no zero chemistry. People are like making fun of his acting, being he has no emotion. No, he doesn't.
Yeah.
Like she didn't either, because it's like she wants somebody like The Rock. I don't know, somebody who can handle her.
Yeah.
Like it just doesn't make any sense. People just do that because they want to brainwash us. They want to program us like, hey, this is how lovers look like. They have to have chemistry.
Yeah.
There's no chemistry. Like I just
That makes
don't like that people try to tell me how to feel.
Mm-hmm.
I know how to feel.
Yeah, of course.
Shitty. That's how I know. You don't have to tell me like you can't bring me like, oh, you know, what's his name? Leonardo DiCaprio is gonna marry you. I'm like, no, I'm too old for him. I'm over 14, you know, like it's not gonna work.
Yeah, so I think we're in alignment with that.
Yeah,
They've gone too far. The pendulum has gone.
Yeah.
But I think it's kind of coming back.
Yeah, but we also look at David Bowie and what's her name? Iman, right?
Iman,
they are
yeah.
a beautiful couple. Like I love interracial marriage, and it's just like they look gorgeous together. There's a chemistry, it's beauty. It's not about being racist.
I don't think anyone has a problem with interracial marriage except for like 14 people in a trailer park in Kentucky.
Yeah, I just don't like when obviously there's zero chemistry. They cut something to prove a point.
Yes, 100%.
Also, Romeo
like, did you
is
see
Italian.
that movie? Wait, did you see that movie? There's a good example of that. It was that basketball Hustle was Adam Sandler and Queen Latifah as a couple. Come on, Adam Sandler, Queen. That's a. And I like Queen Latifah and I like Adam Sandler, but that
no, they don't.
As a married couple, that's retarded.
I can see like Selma Hayek and him, perfect.
Yeah,
we see that. Like she's. It just there's no chemistry.
Yeah. First of all, we know she's gay, which is fine, but like, then you try to put her as I don't know. By the way, I want to work on The Equalizer, so I'm not going to say anything bad about Queen Latifah.
She's amazing. She's very amazing, but they just don't have chemistry.
Yeah.
He doesn't look like he can make her come. I don't think he can do that.
Oh, come on. I can make it come. Yeah, I don't know.
I just don't see it.
Yeah.
My eyes are small. Maybe I'm wrong, but I just can't see it. Yeah, it's just a chemistry. Like I don't know.
I agree. I completely agree.
I remember that casting.
They don't care about chemistry anymore. They only care about what the optics are. And if it is in accordance with the message, the DEI message they want to do.
Yeah, but they are
and
really...
sometimes it works, but sometimes it's fucking goes tits up in a ditch.
Yeah, it's not good.
Yeah.
Well, we still want to be casting those movies and TV shows for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you're now acting too, right? Aren't you doing like TVs and movies?
Yes, I have a few exciting projects that's lining up for me, which is amazing. Yeah. 2 movies and TV show.
Nice.
And I am very excited to be famous and richer. Yes, which means I can spend more money on my face.
You haven't done work on your face.
Botox. I got my eyes dropped after breastfeeding because you were like looking at the kids, and my eyes dropped like.
You did this thing? Botox?
I just did some like some needles, baby Botox, like baby Botox, small ones. They're like snake bites.
It's like a frog in a boiling water with some of that stuff.
But you can't if you don't look like yourself, you can't do it.
It happens
I only do
all
to
the
maintain
time.
my look 5 years ago. I don't want to look like myself.
There's a female comic right now who got a little bit too much work done, and it's just like
Tell
first
me
time
her
I
name
saw her,
later.
I'll tell you afterwards.
Mhm.
I saw her, I was like, oh, she looks just like, oh, that is her. Okay. But it was like in the past 6 months, I was just like, damn. She doesn't look terrible, but she does not look what she used to look like. It was like Jennifer Grey from Dirty Dancing. You know, she got a nose job.
It was
everyone's
too
like,
far.
who is she?
It was too far. The nose job was too far.
Yeah.
She didn't need one.
No.
Whole
She was
idea,
adorable.
she's the girl next door. Like she beautiful. Like the whole idea of her being a star is because how she looked.
But it's
She was a
it's
star.
not her fault. It's not the comics' fault. It's this fucking stupid society.
Industry.
It's men and the industry.
Yeah,
and all these
her
people.
nose, like she had Michelle Pfeiffer nose, and her face just like something's missing here. Jennifer Grey.
Yeah, and I also feel if you
she never got any job after that.
if you change one thing, then another thing stands out, and then you got to fix that, and then this thing stands out.
yeah,
and
just
then-
when you're ugly, be funny. Don't do
yeah,
anything.
or
Write
invent
jokes.
something that all of America wants.
Or like ruin people's eyes, makes them feel like ugly is pretty.
Yeah.
Like the fucking casting director is trying to make things weird.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, no, I don't want my daughter to be like, I can be fat and attractive. Nobody wants to sit on Lizzo's face. I'm just telling you, no. especially her sitting on your face. I don't know why she's like, oh, it's just so sad. It's so supposed to be for me. You are fat. You are like the poster fat girl. You know, that's what you do. You know, you make fat sexy, which is good.
Well, here's the one thing that, look, I will kind of agree with you in the sense that, like, I do know a couple of famous actresses who are on the heavier side. And they were like on covers of magazines saying like, I like my body and this is who I am. And behind the scenes, they were like, oh my God, people think I'm fat. And they were like doing crash diets, freaking out.
Yeah, they are also giving fat girl powers, like hopes. And then they all fucking try to lose weight.
Yeah, they're all like, I mean, even look at Lena Dunham. You know, she was like the poster girl for being like,
also,
hey.
Also like, what's her name? Like Rebel Wilson.
And then she lost weight. They all, at the end of the day, if you're heavy set, 99 times out of 100, you want to lose the weight.
Yeah, but now she has to fix her face now. Because when you are fat, you are funny, you are cool, you are the fat girl who's like popular. But when you lose weight, you see your nose is not pretty, your eyes are weird, lips too thin, your cheeks there's nothing, and you have no jaw.
But it's not their fault. I mean,
it's
again,
not.
It's society and
girls are beautiful if you are beautiful.
And I feel like there's some women, and I've seen this happen. There are women who they get kind of they're big, and then they lose weight. And then the industry is like, can you get fat again?
Yeah, because Rebel Wilson's like, she can't get a cast anymore. Her imagine like, can you be fat again?
Probably. I don't know. Yeah. But it makes sense. I mean, they say the same thing to men too. They're like, you're not quite fat enough to be the funny fat guy. Can you gain another 20 pounds?
But you are not like thin enough to be the sexy lead guy.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's sad. Yeah. That's bad, Bill. Yeah, I just feel like girls, if you love your body, like love it authentically. Don't love it for the cool thing. I mean, first of all, if you are overweight, that is not healthy.
Well, that's the main thing that gets lost in translation is its health.
If you are not healthy, if you lose weight, I don't believe in Lizzo being like, if you are like a morbidly obese, you should not be celebrating how fat you are.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not obese, but I'm probably 20 pounds heavier than I want to be. And sometimes when I'm at night in bed, I have that like fat breath, like I feel that like, oh my God, I gotta lose weight because I'm having like this like sort of waking snores going on.
I think in America, this is like the American mom loves like, oh, you're perfect, honey. In Chinese mom's like when I gain 5 pounds, mom's like, you can't afford to lose your look because you are older now, and if you get fatter, it's over. Yeah,
but then that can fuck with you psychologically, and then you just end up gorge eating emotionally.
No, I won't because I'm a communist. I'll be like, oh, thank you, mom. So I like drop my donuts, you know?
Yeah. But I think Americans don't have that same mentality.
They don't have, they just get hurt.
Yeah, they get hurt.
I don't have feelings.
Yeah, it's
like,
good.
For me, it's like what is better for me and the children. If I get healthier, I just don't get sick more. I can work more. I can make more money for my son and he can get better pussy, you know? If he's richer, he has a trust fund. Trust fund is just better for him. His father already gone, you know, like
But don't you feel like most kids with trust funds are fucked up?
He won't have the access to the money. He has to work all the jobs. I'm making him to work.
Good.
He won't even have the money until I die, which I won't. I'll live forever because I'm evil. Evil live forever. Evil stays.
Yeah, anger and evil just keeps you up.
Yeah.
Keeps you awake.
This dog is like, he's out. Awesome. We have a great conversation about everything, Mr. Dawes. Where can we find you? Where can my fans find you?
I'm canceled now after this podcast. You can find me just at Bill Dawes on Instagram or the Facebook.com or the TikTok.net.
Nice.
But I don't really do social media anymore. Really, I kind of stopped.
Why?
I was working with these because I was making money on it, and then I stopped making money, and I kept getting reported. My stuff was like hate speech and hateful conduct.
Here. That's what happened to my flyer. Porn.
That I think somebody
is report for porn.
I feel like a hater reported that.
Yeah, it's like a profile photo.
You just need one hater who just is constantly looking at your shit, going report. And then what would happen? This is what happens on social media. It happened to me a lot. I would post something, or maybe I would reply to something. I'd be like, "Oh, that's funny," and people are like, "You're a fucking loser, nobody, failed comic." And I'd be like,
"Why is so specific?"
Just whatever it is, and I would be like, "You live in your mom's basement, you fucking prick." And then they would report me, and I would get my account suspended.
That's
because
what happened
I would
to
respond
Godfrey.
to them attacking me.
Somebody calling Godfrey something racist. He's like, "You're a fucking loser, fucking fuck you, bitch, fucking shithole." And he got
and they do it intentionally. They literally They bait you. They go because they're just trolls. So that is the mentality of troll. They bait you. They want you to say something, and they just wait. And once you say something to them, they're like, report.
Yeah, that's
and
what
the
happened to
second, if you
Godfrey.
have one bad word or one thing that could be considered bullying or racist or anything like that, they don't
Yeah,
even
that's
look at
what
the
happened.
context. They just delete
So
you.
I try to not respond to the haters.
Yeah. Or if you do, just say, hey, I love you.
Yeah, I love you so much.
Yeah, just say the
Here's a big
opposite.
kiss for you.
Yeah.
Yeah, you need it. I want
Yeah.
to give it to you. You are special to
It took
me.
me a long time to learn that lesson, but because I just want to fucking just, were you fucking piece of shit? And I
You
want
can
to.
make a video though. You're like, there's a fucking piece of shit.
That's true. Yeah.
Or somebody tell me like, you're a fat, ugly hoe. I'll be like, Mom, your English is doing better. I love you.
I like it.
That's good.
Yeah, that's good. Keep it.
Yeah.
Remember that.
Yeah, we should use this as the starting of the show, Dustin.
Yeah.
Yeah. Awesome.
Oh,
Thank
people
you.
on social media call me fat. I'm like, Mom, yeah, that's great. Keep it.
That's amazing. Thank you guys. Love
Thank you. Bye-bye.